The following is brought to you in part by System Blue. Products and education. System Blue.
Seriously, like, this is what I've been dreaming about. This is why some people become Blue Devils. This is so dope!
I love the color scheme, and I really like the sleeve.
panel.
I haven't even looked at the panel.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm really glad to age out with this uniform.
My brother marched here in 12 and 14, and I absolutely loved the uniform, and I knew they kept it like every 3 years. And when they showed us the uniforms and we got them, it was kind of like a dream come true, because I've been dreaming about this since 2012.
My name is Davis. I play trumpet in the Blue Devils A Corps. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I attend Arizona State University. I'm studying music education. When I was in 7th grade, my mom was actually the track coach at the junior high I was going to at the time. I was like, you know, I'm gonna throw that disc-looking thing, and I ended up liking it a lot. Summer hit and I was like, you know, I can't weightlift on tour, but you know, I can still throw. So when I get some free time, I'll take my discs out and I'll start throwing. Drum corps and field events or throwing are very, very different. For drum corps, you're trying to do a lot of things for a long period of time. You know, for track and field, you have about 30 seconds in a ring 3 to 6 times. You're trying to use as much energy over a short amount of time. So all of my weight training is very, very low reps, very, very high weight. It's a very, very stark difference in how I train. So far, you know, aside from some sunburns and some aches and pains, I've been able to reassure myself of the crazy things that you can accomplish when you don't let you get in the way of you.
I'm Nick. I'm the tech for the A Corps baseline, and I was asked by the other quad techs to come and help them with their split that they have in the show. Normally quads are playing most of the rhythms unison. Normally bass drums play most of the rhythm split, so they thought it was a good idea if they have the bass drum tech come and aid and help the quads. We're trying to kind of step out, see the whole thing, and then figure out how we can slowly work ourselves back into that part with the knowledge of what everybody else is doing. Make sense?
He kind of helped us break everything down and make sure everyone has a better understanding of the split part, meaning that we attacked it from all angles, like people playing on upbeats, downbeats, switching it around.
Just making sure that they were able to understand how to feel that personally, but also how to understand their neighbors' parts, thinking about the entire thing that's going on. Right on. You guys have like the more upstroke motion, right? Try to mimic that a little bit.
And so we just got a better feel for how the part is, transferring across the drums, and we just have a more confidence when we lock it in. So I guess he kind of instilled that confidence in us and helped us out in that aspect. So.
Personally, it is a gratifying thing when I know that I heard better reps than I've heard in the past couple of days, and hopefully that they're able to take that to the field tonight.
To exit 72, then taking 121 north across to 77, then 77 north, follow the instructions in the book.
I built this box, took me 3 solid days. We got crossover, and behind here I have 2 amps, and we got 2 bookshelf speakers here. We got tweeters that are kind of falling down. The CD player powers the whole thing, and we have a sub underneath this seat here. I only brought 1, I could have brought 2, but there's a room factor.
We're painting props out right now.
It's going all right. A little bit of baby blue on the bottom of those over there.
The show has 14 of these scaffold props, and they're custom built. The painting of the props today and last night was the big project. We still have a little bit more to go. The tops of some of these haven't been painted quite yet, so we have to wait till they're done rehearsing.
They're pretty much all white on the top, and then it goes into an ombre for the teal at the bottom. They have these railings at the very top, and then throughout the show we have color guard members who go up on the top and they start spinning their flags, and one of the sections they throw off their sabers and rifles. The idea behind them is we're going to have tarps on the front of them to portray maps, and each prop cover has a different design on it, so no two are the same.
The visual package of a drum corps show is made up of many different elements. Drill, choreography, costuming, and props intertwine to bring the story of the show to life. For the Blue Devils, it is created organically each year, developed specifically for each show.
Over the history of what the corps is, I think the thing that the Blue Devils do that makes the visual package is they're constantly changing and constantly evolving into something new.
Bases, y'all running away from the 50. Cool. Hey, guys.
Our staff, they come here and they view this field as a stage, and they treat it that way. They teach us the drill, they teach us this movement as all like choreography. It's all one constant flowing idea going from A to B.
Throughout the show, performers will transit from marching in unison to characterization to unique forms of dance rooted in traditional pageantry.
Our goal is to have them understand visually what the perfect Blue Devil looks like.
Just the leg shape, long, beautiful, perfect.
Just watch the beginning of the phrase to the end of the phrase. You took big steps, and then at the end you took small steps. So let's watch that every step exactly the same.
I think a lot of it comes from the members, in my opinion, because you have all the older vets. They look phenomenal in everything that they do. And I think when you first join the corps, you look at that and you're like, man, I need to get to that point really, really soon, because everyone above me right now is perfect. Like, they're great.
But as the activity of drum corps evolves, members find themselves experiencing greater body movement responsibilities each year.
So we not only have our own visual staff helping the horn line, we also have John, Scott Chandler, and David from the color guard, and they love to help us on the dance stuff that we have in Caliban.
Earlier this week on Wednesday, Peter came up to me and asked me if I could help out with the corps and their movement and getting a few more details in there. So make sure that's right, left, right with that looking. So if I'm here, it's ba, ba, ja, ba, ba. Also, focus is following the hands. So it looks a little awkward to do this. You know what I mean? So allow that to follow what you're doing.
It's nice to get a color guard instructor's perspective on a dance that we do, because they're professional dancers and they know exactly what we need to do and what to work on, and it improved drastically.
There are, productions where they do have specific choreography, but then there's other things where the students are able to compose visually as a group to create a texture that goes with the mood of the show.
Because of all the focus on water, they've really been trying to get us to really express what water is and how it reacts, how it's constantly in motion.
Scott Chandler and Jamie Hawley tried to write in a lot of ways that we can emulate waves in the show, and that comes with the drill and body movement, and they try to do that in many different types of waves. Like we'll go through waves like this, and then we'll go through waves like this. Any type of body roll that we can do using our spine to emulate waves is one of the key points of this show.
So if you want to take your instrument, spread out a little bit, just work on some more creative ways. Maybe you reach underneath the horn and pick it up and do something creatively with it. But the more you guys can think out of the box and create is going to be more effective as a group, okay? And the other thing.
With so many layers of design ranging from single members to entire formations, the visual team uses many different staff members to implement the ideas of the show.
So we have the whole Viz team out there, and we have Jamie and Scott and Jay up in the box working and brainstorming a bunch of ideas, and the Viz team down in the field, it's kind of working at our best effort to implement those ideas.
Play around with more vocabulary with your spine there. Get body rolls upwards and downwards, and we're still way too fast with your upper body. Pathway Marcelino, right, stay with Tony!
The hardest thing is just putting it all together. Going through, being a wave, and breaking immediately out of that, horns up, standing up straight, trying to do perfect technique, marching through, horn snap here, guide the form there, all the while keeping the mental integrity of the show.
Yeah, with all the instruction upstairs and downstairs, we ask a lot of the members, and it's hard. You have to have a lot of the big mental capacity, I think, to be able to digest everything. The best thing we can do is hope that they absorb as much information as possible, and then what they don't absorb, then we get the next day or we get the next block.
Next week on Inside BD360.
My name is Tony Antonelli. I'm from Denver, Colorado. And the bus I drive, this is the admin bus.